happening, HT Nation? Welcome to another Stump the Creator Monday, Minisode Monday. If you have been waiting for your Stump the Creator question to go through, it's just because we're backlogged. We're going to be doing some on Fridays and Wednesdays and fitting in where we can. But we also want to answer everyone's questions. So we also don't want to make them that long. If we make them too long, our fear is that people just will not listen. So we're giving everyone their own day of Stump the Creator. Today is Josh F. His question, actually he has two of them. I have not read them yet, so here we go. This one is about Ida Wells Barnett. She is an activist, and the question is, I guess the ability is, when Wells is played, no cards may be taken or searched by any of your opponents. Okay, so that's what's on the card. This is what the question is. Can someone take a land card from you with this card in play? If the card says no cards may be taken. Oh, interesting question. So I hear where you're coming from. This is actually a good question of wording. So in a battle, one of those lands, there's no way really around it. Technically, the wording in there, it says that no cards may be taken or searched by any of your opponents. Okay, as per the wording, that is a problem. But the truth is that an attack is not part of this this card. So again, this is not a stump. It's more of I need to clarify it, which actually in HC or Historical Conquest 2.0, it is actually solved. So you will not see this question again. So here's a great thing about the cards that have some questionable abilities. They're rare cards. They will not be printed again, ever. So Series 1 or Edition 1 of the cards, so HC 1.0, those cards are all rare cards now. As soon as 2.0 comes out, there won't be any more prints of those types. So a lot of these questions will be solved in the clarification. That's why we're doing 2.0. So again, thank you for asking these questions so we can actually get them clarified in the cards if we haven't done it already. Here it says, there's actually an example, so he gives a little bit of example here. Example, like from losing a battle and no character cards left, and no character cards are left in this land, but Ida Bells would still be somewhere in civilization on a different land. So, of course, this is exactly what we're talking about. So it's not a stump, it's more of a clarification. I will be clarifying, I will make sure that that's clarified in 2.0. I think it already is, but great question. Thanks, Josh, for bringing that up. The second one is an Odd the Deep-Minded. One more thing. This is actually some of the reasons why we're doing Stump the Creator, because there are questions in the cards of like gray areas that we have never thought of. And thanks to you, we're actually getting them solved. So this is why we're doing Stump the Creator. So the second question, does this work? Odd the Deep-Minded. Now her abilities, Josh gave them here, once when imminent defeat is foretold and transports all cards defending her land to another land on your battlefield. Okay, so and then the second card that they're asking about three cards. The second one is Apache Tribal Warriors. The Apache's ferocity surprises your opponent. The Apaches automatically win the first battle against any opponent. Okay, that's attack or defense because it just says battle. It does not specify which one. The third card, the Janissaries. The Janissary gain an additional 500 points of strength if being led by a Muslim leader or if defending the country of Turkey. Now, and up until, I think it was Vesuvius came out, there was no the land of Turkey. Now there is. So the question, player A attacks with Odd, player B defends with the Apache Tribal Warriors. Player A then moves Odd to a new land, the Janissaries, to a new land, I guess with the Janissaries, and attacks again. Okay, so player A attacks with Odd, which means that if imminent defeat is foretold, she transports all cards defending her land to another land. Now, if imminent defeat, that means her land's being defeated. So she can't be attacking and have her abilities apply. Now, I can see where he says imminent defeat being that imminent defeat of her attack. But imminent defeat is basically, I guess that could be used in this ability. Okay, so I understand where he's coming from. So player B defends with the Apaches, which means they automatically win their first battle. So Odd would lose. Then she moves off to another place. Okay, I see where he's coming from. Because in the rules, you can only transport one time. So if you're going to be attacking, you can only attack one land because you can only transport from your country to another country one time. You can't attack once and then attack somewhere else with another explorer. That's two transports. Josh, great question. I don't know if this is exactly where you're going, but it brings up this question of transporting twice per turn to attack two different continents or two different countries. So you lose the first attack. Can you attack in another place? According to Odd the Deep Mind's question here, if imminent defeat is foretold, then she can move off to another land. Let's see. And transports all cards defending her land, so all the cards defending her land, to another land on your battlefield. Okay, so this wording really should be clarified more than anything. Because the thought process is, if she's attacking an imminent defeat, like she knows she's going to be defeated, can she go back and transport all of her people to another land to attack? So that's, I think, a misuse of the wording, but I mean, it is actually the wording. Unless if you guys think that this does not apply, please put it in the comments below. Tell us exactly why you think that Odd the Deep Minded should not be able to be used this way. But the rule still stands that in attacking another land, she can only bring one person there. So her abilities are supposed to supersede the rules. So I'm trying to figure this one out. When imminent defeat is foretold and Odd transports all cards defending her land to another land to your battlefield. Oh, there you go. Hit on the head. Okay. Sorry that this is taking a process, but again, this is the first time I've read these. So Odd the Deep Minded, when imminent defeat is foretold, Odd transports all cards defending her land, so land that she's attacking from. Now she's not attacking from a land, so that could be one part you could question, to another land in your battlefield. She can't go to another land. She can't go to the land and attack again. She's allowed one transport, and if imminent defeat is foretold, she's allowed to bring the people from her defending land to another one still in your battlefield. So still in my battlefield, not someone else's battlefield. So the scenario does not work. Josh, great job, because I had to work through this process, and I'm glad you're able to be part of here. If you guys have questions or comments on how the thought process went with showing Odd's abilities, you probably came up with the fact that it was to another land in your battlefield way before I did. Maybe I didn't see it first. Tell us if you did. I would love to hear if you guys caught that before I did. Again, I'm the creator. I'm supposed to catch all these things. It doesn't always happen. I'm not perfect. Nobody is, right? So let's continue with tomorrow's Tutorial Tuesday, and I'm going to teach you a little bit more from a question that actually came in, and I think it's big enough that we need to be able to explain it. So if you would, come back tomorrow, check out our Tutorial Tuesday, and we'll catch you later. Again, add your comments below. If you have more that Odd should be able to do, or maybe more clarification that you need, please put them in the comments below and ask us those questions. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.